Good afternoon, everyone. How are you guys doing? What? 587 of you? You guys, listen. Ask not what you can do. No, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. You guys are so impatient. You're driving me to, well, I don't drink. So you guys are driving me to eat cookies. Look. Oh my God, they're so delicious. We need to buy some shares in Pepperidge Farms. Well, listen, you guys are just so unbelievable. All right, let me give you what I can, because you know I'm in the middle of trying to prepare this legal bundle over here, child. I got to get that served to somebody by this afternoon. All right, I know you're all anxious. I am anxious as well. You know, my husband always complains that I'm like the most impatient person. Clearly, he's not met any of you. Curtis, Grace, Magdalene, Jasara, who else is here? Ingrid, Runika, Rita. Patience is supposed to be a virtue, but none of us have it. So let me tell you what we know. Nothing is official, but this is the unofficial official. You feel me? So, Curtis talking about he's sitting with his popcorn and Kim and Brat Boy. All right, so here's what we know, folks. We do have a government that has been formed. Yes. And the good news is, are you ready? Let me get my tea. Take a sip of my tea. So refreshing. The good news is the progressives are not part of the mix. They're meeting right now at Alden's house. My apologies. They're meeting right now at Alden's house, I guess, licking their wounds, because apparently after yesterday, Mr. McTaggart, ever the optimist, made a statement whereby he said, what did he say? That he was overjoyed with the result and confident of forming a broad coalition. Well, I think by this afternoon, they were starting to get the memo that there would be no broad coalition. In fact, a lot of you are messaging me saying, Sandy, what is going on? There is radio silence. Folks, radio silence at a time like this, in fact, means that something good is coming down the pipeline. How good is it going to be? Miss Betty Jackson, I see you. I see you. No PPM. No progressive. Why do I feel my other phone ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ling-a-ling? No progressives, folks. This is what it is. So, I have been reliably informed. You guys would think I've been drinking. No, trust me, I haven't. That the independents have stuck together. Hallelujah. I'm feeling the divine power right now. I'm like, thank you, Lord. Yeah, this is it. They did it. And like I said this morning, I told you guys this morning, they had to move quickly, because anyhow they didn't move quickly, we were going to have a problem. Because you know the progressives are like snake in the grass, boy. They waiting, slithering about, waiting to strike. So they did it in record time. They've been meeting all day long. In fact, my eyes, and I'm not talking about the four I'm wearing, my eyes saw Mr. Wayne Panton going into the government building earlier today, meeting with the governor. And this meeting with the governor was being held to inform the governor that the independents are forming a coalition. And in fact, this coalition, my good people, would be all independents. Can I just tell you something? You know how that makes me feel? That warms my heart because you know why? The PPM are so hell bent on saying that it couldn't be done. They told you all, and I told you don't believe them, I said don't believe them. They're trying to fool you. Oh my gosh. Over 1,200 people in the live stream right now, folks. This might set a new record. We got to get to 1229, I think, for a new record, but we're already at 1206. Wow. Anywho, they told you all it couldn't be done, that they couldn't form a government. Don't vote for the independents. Well, I think the independents got the message loud and clear. And they were like, hold on, Hannah. Not so fast. They were up until 4 a.m. Now, you know, to stay up until 4 a.m., you got to really be working on a special project. And they were hashing it out. So I want to say congratulations to all of them who made this happen. Because there were a couple that had me looking side-eyed at them because I'm thinking, Lord Jehovah, now we're not going to call their names because they're in it. So let me tell you what we do know. Oh, yeah. Party time. Getting more information right now. Here is what I know for sure. Okay? This is CMR exclusive. Nobody else is dropping it like it's hot this afternoon. We are telling you exclusively what this is. All right, here we go. Let me pull up my little slideshow here. Here it is. You guys ready for it? 1, 2, boom! Ta-da! What is that? That, folks, is the top tier of this PAC government. Mr. Wayne Panton, Premier Panton now, thank you very much. Call the man by his name. Put some respect to his name. Yes, honey child, over 1,300. We've officially set a new record. Somebody pop open the champagne. We broke the old record, and we're on our way to setting an even bigger record. But there you have it, folks. This is the news that so many of you have been waiting on. Yes, this is it. This is what we know. Yep. That feels good. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm feeling like this is a winning team. Let me see your comments, good people. Oh my gosh, are we going to actually go over 1,400? Are you people kidding me? Are we going to reach 1,395? Oh my gosh, Jenna says, I knew this was coming, and this may very well be the change that's needed. Yes, honey child, Alric is in the house. Woohoo! Somebody sent me a comment earlier by Noel. Noel, the election is over. You need to stop obsessing about Alric. It's time to behave yourself. He's still going on and on about Alric and this and that and Barbara. And listen, Alric is fine. Barbara will be fine. Okay? Don't be ringing off my phone right now because I can't give you no side tea. The full tea is live and direct. I'm on the air, honey. You can't be calling me when I'm on air. So listen, it is what it is. And all I can tell you is this looks very good. Belika says he needs to be deflated, honey child. I know the feeling. I know exactly. Trust me. I am totally feeling you there because a lot of us are so happy Yes, Premier Panton. It has a certain ring to it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ring-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling, ring. Premier Panton. Oh, I know. Hello? Premier Panton's office. How may I assist you? No. We don't want that accent. We need the proper Caymanian accent in there. I am tickled pink. Tickled pink. Trust me. Bring. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Good day. This is Premier Panton's office. How may I assist? Oh, wonderful. Please hold. Isn't that just amazing? Now we knew we were expecting that if the Premier got in, or if Mr. Panton got in and the independents were keeping it together, we kind of knew that it was logical for Wayne Panton to actually be Premier. So Deputy Premier, none other than Mr. Chris Saunders. I think that is well deserving. And Speaker of Parliament, a lawyer, and someone outside of Parliament, which I think is wonderful, beautiful, Alric Lindsay. All of this makes total sense to me. Tiffany says, if this is indeed the makeup of our government, we are golden. Now, speculation, not confirmation. Let me tell you what else is going on here. Let me tell you. Where have I put? Oh, right. Alleges. Now, these are not yet confirmed because, they're still working out the details. But I'm hearing that a statement will be forthcoming. Somebody said, no, I'm going to die. Poor him. He's going to be all right. That we also have a number of ministries. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is I do see some newcomers in the mix. But you know what? Unfortunately, because it's all the independents and they didn't go outside of the independents to form this government, they kind of had to give them a ministry. And you know what I said this morning? I said, sometimes that is the kiss of death. But you have been forewarned. So I'm hoping that those of you newcomers who are getting a ministry, that you are well aware of how you need to handle your business. Do not neglect your constituencies because you are a minister. So we are looking forward to some good things, including district councils. Steve says, good move, Cayman. Oh gosh, the messages are coming in so fast and furious, I can't even keep up. Whoa. Let me just scroll down to the bottom. So Delene says, which is correct? Which of what is correct? Lenny, you missed it. Girl, where were you? Don't worry. Kenneth is going to be taken care of, folks. The people have spoken as it comes to Kenneth and Georgetown Central. And he will be getting a ministry. So the rumor mill says, and again, speculation, not confirmation. Oh, we don't have which one by his name yet, but he's getting a ministry. My notes say he's getting a ministry. So, Louisa says, so proud of them. New is good. Yes, honey child. 15 minutes in, and we've got 1,475 of you watching the live stream. Someone is asking if civil servants can serve on district councils. I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, it's a community position. It's not really like a political appointment. So I'm not sure though. It's a good question. Let me attempt to find out because I don't know. Charlene Cameron says this is good news. Antoinette, girl, you are late. Better late than never. You're here for it now. Jenny says, girl, I love that lipstick you're wearing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Denny says civil servants should not serve on district councils. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Could they be seen as quasi? I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about that one and get back to you. This person says you are breaking this news at work and you're making me ball down the place. Oh, thank you, Cece, for that offline comment. Anyway, the governor, as you know, had the meeting and he signs off on this. And so my other sources say that they're waiting on confirmation. They're waiting on an announcement from the governor's office. So I do believe, my good people, that we will be getting a press briefing at some point where the governor will make this announcement. And, yes. So the irony of this is that the progressives was telling you that the independents could not put together a ministry. That's what they told you. And the independents, my apologies, have proven the independents wrong. Yes. They're all at Alden's house right now, folks, licking their wounds. Alden is telling them it's going to be okay. I heard he just called Kurt Tibbetts and said, bring the turtle meat. And because the boys are that upset, you better bring some beef too. Sorry, bring the beef. So it's going to be double whammy. So Curtis says, new representative from the BRAC. I hope they start to load up more money for NAU. What does that have to do with anything? How have you ever benefited, Curtis, from a BRACer representative being a minister? You all not benefited one iota. So you're not going to worry about NAU. Unless Juliana planning on quitting and calling NAU for help. I agree, Jade. The country wanted independence last time, but it wasn't a strong enough message. This time we came in a little bit stronger, still not enough to send an overwhelming message to the progressives, but 2025 is coming. The party system in this country just isn't working. In theory, there's nothing wrong with the party system, but in this country, the parties that we have had thus far, so I'm guessing now that the Cayman Islands People's Party, which Mr. Ezzard has started, will also now fall by the wayside. The people have spoken. And they have said they don't want no parties the way in which these parties are organized. Like-minded independence. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Right? Some of you, listen, some people called me and they were like, I'm crying. I'm so upset about the results. I'm like, do not cry. No need to cry. Keep the faith. I always had faith. Yes. And so here we are. Curtis says there were 65 people doing the route. Well, they were doing that beforehand, honey. That's not going to change. Curtis, don't you worry your little head. Having 2 ministers from the BRAC, in my opinion, has done nothing for Kemah BRAC. So I don't know what you worried about. All right, so some of you joined late and you missed it. Folks, take your notations down, please. This is what we know. Somebody said they got a pot of cornmeal on the stove. Is that an invitation? Tiffany says this wins the internet today. That's right, Donna. Bring on the turtle meat. Bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, honey child. Yes. So there it is. I know everybody want to talk about they gonna run into you when they don't like something. Y'all better run to get a job. That's where you better go. Get yourself a job. Yes, Andine. Everybody knows that Wayne Panton was our minister in 2017. He got elected out because even back then, the people were like, get out, get them out, get progressives out. And so the people removed 3 of their ministers in 2017. But you know what? Mr. Panton has redeemed himself. He has come back. He was one of the only people, the only men especially, politically connected at the first protest by the old glass house when we were protesting gender-based violence after McKeever Bush assaulted that woman. Wayne Panton was there. And he did not like how Alden compromised himself in order to form this unity government. He didn't like it one bit. And so he tried waiting to see if Alden would ever do the right thing, but Alden appeared incapable of doing the right thing. So anyway, folks, this is amazing news this afternoon. And I tell you what, I am ready to party. Yes, honey child, we did it. We have a government that I feel like we can give a real chance to. Now, trust me, you know I don't trust no governments in general. The people have to come first, but I think this is a good start. We're going to keep our eyes on them. It's not like we're going to be sitting here going, oh, just give them a pass because we like them. We like them, but they better do right by the people. So thank you. Yes, I like this idea of the speaker being appointed at the House. It's been like that a lot, Marva. Mary Lawrence is a perfect example. And in fact, it makes good sense. You see, when the speaker is an MP, there are too many conflicts. We saw it already. Remember what McKeever Bush was doing? Trying to stop an off-reg report because he's friends with former MP, Mr. Linford Pearson? No, honey child, make it be an independent person. So when they put down their little gavel like this, order in Parliament. You better believe that they mean it and they're not going to take any shenanigans because of politics and whatever. He's going to get his little Robert's Rules of Order. He might already be familiar with them as an attorney at law. And Alwick will be reading that from front to cover, front to back. And he's going to be good. Beautiful Samantha Powell says at the end of the day, whoever is the master of negotiations will win. Well, I'll tell you what, Samantha. That has always been Alden's forte. Always. He's good at all kind of negotiations, John. But this time, they just couldn't pull it out. It wasn't even about negotiations. It was about the independents having talked to each other before. And 99% of them understood that we're going in here as a block, right? Don't listen to the chatter. Don't make them get in your headspace. And we can do this because, like I said this morning, how is this going to work exactly? Because in Alden's progressive government, you've already got 5 of them wanting a ministry. So how are they going to convince anybody else, my apologies, to join them, and under what circumstances? So I think this is a good situation. Now, as much as some people criticize what happened in North Side and East End, you know that this wouldn't be possible. This is the irony of it, really, that this would not be possible if North Side and East End had retained the old incumbents. Isn't that interesting? Because the new incumbents are more flexible and willing to work with the situation. So some of you just coming in late, let me update you again on what we know thus far. Boom, there it is, mic drop. Yes, Miss Julie. What? Who is this Muhammad? Come off of my live stream. Block and delete. Scammers, I tell you. There it is. And they're making some wise choices, I understand, with all of the rest of the formation as well. Lincoln says, we finally got them whatless people out. Dr. Frank is well educated. None of them is as educated as him. Well, that could very well be true, but it's not all about education, folks. I think at the end of the day, there is a place for Dr. Frank if he is willing to talk to the parties that be. I need to be in the meetings at CETA. Oh, really? Do message me and tell me why. 324-1612. Because that sounds extra juicy, like something going on there that I need to know about. By the way, folks, you sending your tips. Let us know what's going on. Yep. Wow. Well, congratulations. Somebody just I don't know. Can I play this on air? Anyway, someone sent to note my notifications on the phone. Child, the phone just keeps blowing up. Y'all just don't. I've got notifications on the phone. I've got notifications on the computer, everywhere. Yes, somebody reminded me that both Bernie and Wayne were there on February the 28th of 2020 at the protest. Oh, let's hear what this one has to say.
Good morning, Miss Sandy. I just want to take a moment to, first of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of your production yesterday. It really meant a lot to me and people in Bermuda and other overseas territories that were looking in. I also want to congratulate you because despite the results, many of the results are because of the advocacy that you've been putting in for the last year, the allowing a lot of these independents to have a voice through your media. And a lot of these closed seats are because of what you have put in place. So don't despair. Just know that you've done your work and you have more work to do.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Famous. Now I'm sitting here, didn't even realize that technically I don't even have my mic on. But child, this is a good little mic because half the time I'm not wearing it where it should be, and you guys can still hear me without a problem. Yes, folks. That's the shot right there. Now, I heard there's some people in here trolling people, talking to Andine about they can heal her or give her money or get her a man or some foolishness. Where is that one? I need to try and find it. Don't y'all come in here. Yes, that's Mr. Famous, MP from Bermuda. He was on the program yesterday. Where are those trolls? Thank you so much, Jade. I appreciate it. I'm good right where I am right now. And I think that, media, oh my gosh, it's just so funny how life can bring you kind of full circle in terms of where you need to be. And I'm nowhere near done, honey, with what I need to be doing on this platform. So don't be pushing me out the door yet, y'all. Just relax. We're going to be highlighting a lot of things in this community. Thank you, Miss Margaret. We sure did. And we voted more in this time to give them a fighting chance. DJ Yo-Yo, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué pasa? So this is what it is. Met with the governor earlier, and it's all looking kosher. So as far as I know, the governor's like, good for y'all. I'm just here to sign that piece of paper. Let me see here. I'm trying to find this person who is trolling us. Where are they? I don't even see it now. Keep an eye out for the trolls. Because we've gotten so many comments, I really can't keep up. All right, I don't see the trolls anymore. Did they stop messaging? Deborah says, I'm right with you, Sandra. Party time. I tell you, I got my iced tea and I got my cookies. The party is right here at my house for right now. Vicky, what's up? What's up? How concrete is this? Well, child, Jeffrey, this is the Mall Road, but we're 97% right 97% of the time. So it's as concrete as, now that's my friend Jeffrey. He works at CNB. Big shout out to CNB. Can you take me to the bank? Yes, you can. So I knew from earlier today, but I couldn't say anything. And you guys kept messaging me. Child, I was getting messages in Spanish and all kinds of stuff. People are like, how does this work? Well, I hope you understand now that not everyone's going to be a minister, but some people become consulars just like they did with the progressives. Remember, Barbara was a consular. Captain Eugene was a consular. David White was a consular, and somebody else. I think they had 3 or 4. And they're bringing the speaker from outside of the house. Yes, nonpartisan role. That's how it should be. Oh, yes, Albert Morgan, here you are. What? Give you what else do you want to talk about? Ew. Albert, you sound like a pervert. What are you doing in my stream? Block and delete comment. No, honey child. Robin, you are so petty about the only cabinet Mac is serving in is in the filing cabinet. Oh my God. That's actually really funny. Jenny says this is amazing news. PPM must be spinning. Listen, they'll be okay because they're going to sit down and do nothing. Sit on the back bench. Half the time they'd be sleeping anyway. And still collecting $8,000, $9,000 a month. Well, now that they're giving themselves a pay raise, they're probably getting more than that. The ones that didn't get in got 3 months worth of severance pay. I would not be worried about them at all. Hello, Courtney. Yes, bye-bye. Bye-bye, progressives. Time for a change. Dean, thank you so much. He says, Sandra, I just love how you hammer every one of them that do not believe in justice and equality, because at the end of the day, no matter which one of the parties is in power, if you voted for them or not, they're government. They're the government of the day, and the individuals that we never voted for will be our government at the end of the day. Yes, the people have made their choice. They sure have, to put in who they feel would do the best job. It won't be like in previous elections where you had the backstabbers and all that kind of stuff. But listen, this is what happens when you communicate effectively, folks, and when you start to talk before you even get in, because we knew which ones are really strong, although we still expected Alwick to go in. Barbara, I'm telling them Georgetowners. Georgetown is the new West Bay. Hear what I just said and think about it. But they're for the progressives. They're the new West Bay. Like, it's going to be hard to move those progressives, folks. Huh. Not impossible, but hard. Because there's no way on God's green earth that Barbara should have gotten back. She was the weakest link. Alwick out-talked her, out-shunned her, outworked her, everything. And somehow, who is this person? Oh, okay. All right, we got a song selection. Somebody said to play this song. Let's listen to it.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go. Come on. Come on, catch me, Jehovah. Jehovah, I trust in you. In you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like it.
I can't hear you. Come on, say it.
Yes, I can't hear you.
I believe, say it. You are the God of me.
Oh, yes, we believe. Community creates country. Hello, Rhonda. I've said it to you, and I'll say it here. You've done an amazing job covering all the election. Kudos to you. Thank you so much, my darling. Nisa, what's going on? Hello, Charlene. Evelyn. Man, there's so many comments. I really have lost track of the comments. The coins are flipping. Curtis said that's my point. That's why I said Karen Brack is getting nothing now. It wasn't getting nothing before. That's my point. Don't worry, we're gonna take care of you, Brackers. You know, you Caymanians too. I love me some Cayman Brack, Curtis. I might have to come there and set up CMR Brack version. I'll be seeing what you guys are up to. Siobhan, what's going on? Siobhan say we're not being petty, we're just fed up. Richard, what did you miss? You missed the new government, child. So we're gonna wait until the official announcement. Hopefully coming a little bit later on. Lisa says this is lit. Wayne Panton, congratulations. Very, very happy for you. Alec needs a recount. We're not even worried about that now. Make Barbara keep the seat. Make them Windsor Park people work her to death. She told me she don't want to represent Windsor Park anyway. You guys did hear that, right? And Denny says he's going to leave. Denny, you're such a joker. He's like, I'm leaving Georgetown. Well, when you, like I said, now listen, 2025, we're going to bring it home. And those of you who are thinking about running in certain districts, just make sure it's 2 people only, because all you're doing is splitting up the vote. And you can't even get 1%. Behave yourselves now. Hailey Farrington, is that how you pronounce it? Or is it Haley? It's probably Haley. Haley says Georgetown is a new West Bay. This is such a sad statement. And this is coming from West Bay. I'm sorry, but it's true. And I'm a Georgetowner. I'm a towner. Trust me, I come from Georgetown Central, right there off of Middle Road. Yep, all my peeps and all the MacFields, everybody, that's all family. We Georgetowners, but some of us ain't got no sense. And I'm telling you, that's the new West Bay in terms of this blind loyalty to a party. Sonia says this is where it's at. Yes, we're doing some praise and worship up in here today. So the full list is coming. CMR, someone posted. John, you hold on. Hold on. Hallelujah. Ask and it shall be. Boom. That's it. I got it. Hold on here now. Hold on. Ooh. Yes. Blah, 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 blah. We had all of that already. And a blah, blah, blah. Hi. Oh. Aha. Okay. Yes. Got it. No, I had that already. I thought this was something I didn't have. Boom. Boom. We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay, let me hit the publish button on the website, and then we shall discuss the story. So, un momento, por favor. Okay. In the meantime, Magdalene says you are a drama queen. Girl, you know I'm gonna be like what's his name? Minister Seymour. I was born in the month of July, 1959. And so therefore, in my case, I was born in August. So therefore, there is a little bit of drama queen in the blood.
A very special connection with the moon. I was born in July 1969, and everybody knows what happened then. The first man went on the moon in the month I was born, July 1969. The thing about the moon is that we have more energy. We feel more extroverted and connected to our partners, and have more interest in sex due to our gravitational pull of the moon and Earth and the consequent energy released during this time. If you didn't know, a full moon increases women's sexual desire. The lunar cycle seems to affect women of all shapes and sizes. So I'm just saying, pay attention to the moon and bring up these totals. And by the way, this is not irresponsible. This is about saving a nation.
Well, I tell you what, today, this is about saving a nation. Right here, this breaking news is about saving a nation. Chat, please. Don't be talking no foolishness in my WhatsApp messages. Hold on. All right, so it seems to me that, let me just hit the little print button here, that the governor will be signing off on this. Let me hit preview first. Make sure everything is aligned and looking professional. Because I know y'all be trolling me. Y'all be like, ooh, Sandy, you got a typo right there. Make sure you fix that, honey child. I'm like, oh. That darn Grammarly just doesn't work all the time. I don't know. Full moon madness. All right. Boom. Story's up. Allow me to now read you this beautiful story. It is official, folks. So, I knew it was going to pop off while we were doing the show. Because, they're like, oh, that poor Sandy Hill. Let's just put it out there because God knows. She's already got the whole of the Cayman Islands ringing off her phones. So, like I said, I couldn't keep it any longer because all of you were on top of me. So we don't have the full list of ministers yet. I ain't got that officially. So I can't give you what I ain't got. But I know that that's coming in short order, so don't worry. I mean, I have my suspicions about how it's going to play out. Allow me to share the screen with you all so you can see this. All right, so this is the story over here. So I told y'all most of this already, that eyewitnesses saw him going into the government building. And of course, we knew exactly what was popping off. And we are all good to go. So 10 independent MPs agreed to Wayne Panton as premier and Christopher Saunders as deputy premier. And this looks like a good mix to me. So let me just put this here and here. All right, progressives, sorry. This broad coalition, it went from being an alliance to broad coalition, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. So that never panned out for them. The Mr. Panton is quoted here as saying, the elections are over, the people have spoken, and it is time to get on with the business of making people's lives better. He's very, very diplomatic. I'm delighted, impressed, and inspired by the level of maturity shown by the elected independent members to put aside political differences that arose on the campaign to work in the best interest of our islands. And that, folks, is what it's all about. I'm a Caymanian, you're a Caymanian. Let's just get it done. Okay? Let us just get it done and dusted. And that's it. He goes on to say, all of us who decided to step into the political arena did so to make a positive difference to the communities we serve. Many good people were unsuccessful at the polls, but still have a lot to offer. Alric Lindsay is one such individual. Shots fired over there, Barbara. As Speaker of the House, he will bring the much needed articulation and maturity to the role. Shots fired at McKeeva Bush. Articulation and maturity, something that was lacking. Readiness will now be removed from that seat. The government that I'm humbled to lead will be people-driven, accountable, competent, and transparent. Look at that. P-A-C-T. PAC. Boom. Oh, by the way, other breaking news. Y'all ready for this one? Here you know. Another quarantine breach. And I think this one I actually know something about. Yeah. Hold on. So I got the most unusual message today from someone connected. I think this has got to be the same quarantine breach. But anyway, the man has actually exposed his children because I don't know where he got it from. I don't know if it's a girlfriend, a friend, or whatever that was. But all of a sudden, the mother of the children is getting a phone call, come and get your children because the father has to go in quarantine. And I'm like, if the kids were with him, wouldn't they have already been exposed? That don't make no sense. Why would you make him keep the children in quarantine? Otherwise, everybody has to go into quarantine. It's kind of weird. But the authorities have just announced, just came in by email, yet another quarantine breach on the 13th, which was on Monday. Was it Monday the 13th? By travelers quarantining the residents and members of the public, reported to the RCIPS, put them in jail. I'm so tired of these quarantine breaches. This home quarantine mess just ain't working. Anyway, thank you all so very much. Unity, we stand, yes. Lots of partying was going on. Hello, Omar. Minimum wage, wow. Let me say this about minimum wage. We definitely need to look at it because the progressives were supposed to raise it when they put it in place. They claimed that poor Tara was going to review it, and we knew how well that worked out. So I think that it's important, folks, that it be looked at, but timing now is everything. We are still very much in the middle of a pandemic, and there's a lot of small businesses that are hanging on by a thread and that are suffering. So let's not, what's the saying? Spider knows, what is it? How does the saying go? Something to spite your face? However that saying goes. Anyway, yeah, home quarantine isn't working. Yes, child. We're on YouTube. 178 people right now on YouTube and over 1,000 on Facebook watching the stream. Yeah. I'm telling you, small businesses, you can't hit them right now with, oh, by the way, start paying your staff $10 an hour, because then they're going to be like, ooh, we're going to have to lay some people off. But we'll be having all those discussions. Don't cut off your nose to spite your face. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Evelyn. And thank you, Jenny. Some of these things I just cannot remember. I'm like, I know there's a saying that, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that's it. Let's have a look at the list. Who made this possible? Wayne Panton, Newlands. Chris Saunders, Montown West. Jay Ebanks, North Side. Kenneth Bryan, Georgetown Central. Isaac Rankin. Thank you, Isaac. And thank you, Jay. East End. Bernie Bush, West Bay North. Catherine Wilkes, West Bay Central. Andre Ebanks, thank you, Senior Andre, West Bay South. Sabrina Turner, I told y'all she was in the PPM. Prospect. And of course, Heather Bodden, Savannah. Their areas of priority include reducing the cost of living, enacting consumer protection to ensure savings are passed on to the customers, and enhancing the reputation of the Cayman Islands as one of the best places on transacting financial services. So in other words, we need to get back off of that blacklist. All right. Hello. Oh, I got a phone call I got to take. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hello. All right, good people. Oops. No, I'm making sure y'all. All right, good people. Let me just remove that for a second. There we go. I'm on air. I'm on air. All right, good folks. Good to go. Oh. No, we're all good. All right. I see your messages. Okay, we got it. Wonderful. Okay, just a little change there. It's all good. Okay. All right. Very well. Had to make a little change there. We got to make sure we're tight and accurate. So yes, I mean, there's a lot of things that are coming down the pipeline. We'll find out more about the ministries. Denny wants to know, what does half moon mean for us? I don't know. Yes, everything is official. We're going to get some more details. Sue says it's a good day in the Cayman Islands. Yes, Patriana, I told you it was so, or at least 97% so. John and Alden can relax on the back bench. Nothing wrong with the back bench. We're going to talk tomorrow morning, folks, about the importance of a good opposition. Because a good opposition is really important. Hopefully they'll do that well. Yes, I had to mute my mic. I knew you would be trying to listen, Jenny. They're hanging out at Alden's house, like I said, after he had the fence put in. That is where he's at. Goodbye, Tara. Well, Tara wasn't coming back anyway. Yes. All right, folks. That's all I've got. I want you guys to get back to work. Don't be blaming me now for not doing your afternoon work, because if you get fired, it is totally not Mauro's fault. You guys have a wonderful day. I think by the coming week. So just FYI, there's going to be the first calling of Parliament. They're going to convene on Wednesday, April the 21st. That's next week, Wednesday, if I'm not correct. Yes, if I'm not wrong. At 10 a.m. to swear in its members and formally elect the Premier under Section 49.3 of the Cayman Islands Constitution. So if you have any questions about the Constitution tomorrow, let's talk about it. Yes, Alicia. So that's it, good people. You are most welcome. Thank you all so very, very much for tuning in. CMR gave it to you, dropped it like it's hot, and you guys were here for it. And we've set a new record today. So we got to come up with something that's better than this. I don't know what that's going to be. That is a tall order to beat over 1,400 and almost 1,500 people on. Wow. I don't know. That's going to have to be like an earthquake or something again for that to happen. I definitely don't want that to happen. Yes, from premier to backbench. That's how politics works. Thank you all very, very much. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you. You know what, though? You know what I think we should do? Hold on. We should play the single song that has been all over the internet, all over. Like, this was the song for the campaign. This was the campaign theme song, folks, for 2021. And you guys know which one it is. So let's go ahead. Thank you, Iron Lion. Thank you, Donna. Let's go ahead and rock out to that. Oh, it's almost 5 o'clock. Are you kidding me? Wow. So you are most welcome, Teresa. Yes, Jerusalem. Let's bring it home, folks. Let's bring it home with a little tapping of your feet. Why not? This is a good day. A very, very good day. Hold on a second now. Let me find my little. There we are. Let's just tap our feet to the medley.
Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami ilondoloze 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 zungangishilana ilondoloze 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 zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami ilondoloze